Welcome to this quiet journey through ancient mythology, where gods, heroes, and wonders gently unfold as you rest. Tonight, let us begin. The moon hangs low over a field of sleeping cypress trees. The wind moves slowly, carrying the scent of cool earth and distant rain. The grass beneath your feet is soft, silent, untouched by footsteps for centuries. Before we drift too far, feel free to like this video and subscribe, only if you really enjoy these peaceful stories. If you're listening under the stars or on a quiet afternoon, let me know where and when you're tuning in. Now, settle down, close your eyes, and let us begin our gentle journey tonight. You walk slowly through the valley, your hands brushing tall blades of silver-green grass. The cypress trees rise like watchful sentinels, not threatening, but ancient. They don't block the way, they invite you in. Each one holds a memory, old and still. You don't hear them speak, but somehow you know they remember. There is a quiet in this place that feels deeper than silence. It doesn't press on your ears. It floats behind your thoughts. Even the stars above seem softer here, as if dimmed in reverence. Ahead, where the path curves gently, you see a gate. Not iron, not gold. It's made of silver branches woven together by time. You reach for it, but it opens before you touch it. No creak, no force. It simply understands that you are ready. This is not the gate to punishment, not the gate of myths twisted by fear or shadows. This is the threshold to Hades, the realm of endings and beginnings. A place not ruled by cruelty, but by stillness. As you step through, a warmth surprises you. The ground beneath your feet hums faintly, like a heartbeat. The air grows cool, yet gentle, like lying beneath a heavy blanket in a quiet room. A soft voice, perhaps your own, whispers, "This is not where souls are lost. This is where burdens are set down." You continue walking. There are no torches, but everything glows faintly, like the light under closed eyelids. Shapes move at the edge of vision, but they aren't watching. They are simply there, walking, resting, existing. No fear, no rush. You think about the stories people told, of ghosts, of flames, of a ruler with a crown of bones. But here, there is only quiet breath and long pauses between footsteps. You smile softly. It's like being underwater, but without drowning. You pause near a stone bench, smooth, mossy, and worn despite the cool air. You sit. You rest your hands on your lap. There is no need to move, no voice calling your name, no task to complete. This is the first lesson of Hades. Not everything needs to be carried forward. Some things are meant to stay here, planted like seeds. Some say the ancients planted cypress trees over graves because they reached upward, tall and straight. But others believe it was for the opposite reason, because their roots go deep. They don't mourn the dead, they anchor the living. You breathe in. You let go of something, not because you forgot, but because you understand it no longer needs to follow you. Somewhere in the distance, a soft sound, like wind through reeds. It might be music, or maybe it's just the sigh of a world that never had to be loud to be real. As you rise, the bench stays warm behind you. It will remember your weight, but it won't ask you to return. The path leads forward, curling down towards something quieter still, and you follow it. Not afraid, not alone, just ready. You walk beside a river now, though it makes no sound. Its waters are clear and dark, like glass that remembers every reflection. The current moves slowly, dreamlike, almost waiting for you. A soft mist rises from its surface and kisses your skin. Not cold, not warm, just present. The river is Lethe. You may have heard it called the River of Forgetting. But here, you see it differently. It doesn't steal memories. It soothes them. It touches the sharp edges, softens them like waves smoothing sea glass. You kneel by the riverbank, and it doesn't ripple away. It welcomes you. And as you dip your fingers into its cool surface, you feel something slip, gently, freely. It's a memory you've carried too long. Not erased, just returned to where it came from. Some say souls drink from Lethe to forget past lives before they are reborn. But perhaps, in moments like this, you don't need to forget, only to rest. A dragonfly hovers nearby, its wings catching starlight like crystal. It lingers, then vanishes. No drama, just a tiny, beautiful goodbye. You think of the ancient Greeks, how they imagined the soul traveling through the underworld, passing 5 rivers. Lethe, the gentlest of them all, was not punishment, but mercy, the chance to begin again, lighter. Scholars still debate whether Lethe was truly about forgetting or simply forgiving. You walk along the shore now, your fingers trailing through the tall reeds. They whisper nothing urgent, just the music of stillness. Even the air here feels slower, like the seconds stretch a little, just to let you breathe. Up ahead, a small bridge arches gracefully over the water. It isn't made of stone or wood, it seems woven from the silver threads of night itself. As you cross, you feel weight leave your shoulders, not just physical, but emotional. Like leaving behind expectations that never really belonged to you. You smile, the kind of smile no one sees, but that your body feels. Below you, in the river, you glimpse moments. A hug you never returned. A promise broken but later healed. A name you whispered once in a dream and then forgot. Lethe holds them all. Not to hide them, to keep them safe, in still water, without judgment. On the far side of the bridge, you find a small alcove, carved gently into the wall of a hillside. Inside is a flame. Now, they say some souls never drink from Lethe. They choose to remember even pain, because even pain carries love. And others drink deeply, not to forget, but to finally feel rest. Tonight, you don't choose either. You simply sit beside the river, and for the first time in a long time, you feel held. You step softly away from the river, your body lighter, your breath slower. The path winds gently now, curving like a lullaby through the underworld. The walls of stone and shadow rise around you, not to trap you, but to cradle you. A quiet embrace of dusk-colored marble. Above, no sun shines, but there is light. A soft glow seems to breathe from the walls themselves, like moonlight remembered, or the way someone's smile lingers in your mind long after they've gone. This is the place where the past rests. And in this silence, you begin to hear things more clearly. Footsteps echo, your own and maybe another's. But when you turn, there is no one there, just the feeling that someone who once loved you passed this way too. You walk on. The scent of myrrh drifts through the air, ancient, earthy, sacred. In the distance you see statues, carved with care, worn with time. Each one captures a face in gentle emotion. Eyes closed, lips barely parted, a trace of laughter or sorrow or peace. Some say these were offerings left by those who once entered this place in dreams. Others claim they are echoes of memories the gods could not bear to erase. Scholars still debate whether Hades himself ordered them built, or if they simply grew from the earth, like flowers of remembrance. You pass them gently, as if not to wake them. Each one feels familiar. A teacher, a friend, a version of you, younger, maybe wiser. You are not alone in this silence. Farther ahead, a tree stands in the center of the path. Its bark is pale like the bones of the moon, and its leaves shimmer silver and dark green, rustling without wind. You pause beneath it. This is the tree of mourning, some say. Others call it the tree of letting go. It does not cry. It invites. And when you rest your hand upon it, a memory slips from you. Not lost, but laid down. Not everything must be carried. You sit for a moment at the base of the tree. The roots curve around you like arms. You lean your back against the trunk and it holds you completely. Time bends here. Maybe minutes pass, maybe centuries. But what you notice is this. The quiet is not empty. A path opens again and you rise. A little slower. A little more sure. In the distance now, a pale light glows. Not fire, not starlight. It is the Hall of Echoes. They say all souls pass through it once. Not to be judged, there is no judgment here, but to be seen. Some believe the hall holds the voices of every goodbye ever spoken. Others say it's where your soul hears the sound of its truest self for the first time. Scholars still debate whether it's real or only imagined by the heart, but tonight it waits for you. You step closer, and the silence begins to shimmer. You hear nothing yet, but you feel it coming. The Hall of Echoes rises before you, Not grand, not towering, but wide and low, like a temple carved into the bones of the earth. Its columns are dark stone veined with silver, glowing faintly under your gaze. There are no doors, no guards, no signs, just an archway open to all who enter with quiet hearts. You step inside. At first, there is no sound, only the hush of your footsteps on the smooth, worn floor. The air is cool and still, scented with cedar, with dust, with something older than memory. Then, you hear it. A murmur, a breath, not quite a voice, not yet, but the beginning of one. You pause beneath the vaulted ceiling. It curves above you like the inside of a seashell, catching sound and carrying it gently, patiently. And there it is again. The faint echo of a laugh you once knew, a song your mother sang, a whisper from someone who held your hand on hemland. The walls do not echo the past in words, they echo feelings. You do not hear what was said, only hears. Warm, brave, loved, safe. You walk further into the hall, and the echoes grow clearer. Some are your own, things you forgot you'd ever spoken, little wishes, words you never said aloud, questions you never got to ask. Will it be okay? Did you love me too? Was I enough? And beneath it all, the soft answer that hums back, yes, yes, yes. You do not cry here. The echoes are not sad. They are gentle, reminders. In the center of the hall stands a mirror, but it reflects no face. Instead, you see moments. The first time you helped someone, even if no one saw. The time you let go of something that hurt, not because you wanted to, but because it was time. A quiet night when you sat under the stars and just breathed. Some say this mirror was a gift from Persephone, the queen of spring and of shadow, who understood both light and letting go. Others claim it is older still, from a time with how long the love of the came. Scholars still debate whether the mirror shows truth or simply kindness, but you see both. You look into it, and for a moment the echo is not sound but light. A warm shimmer spreads across your skin. You step back from the mirror, not smaller, not heavier, but quieter inside. Like a book closed gently after the last line, like a sigh that means, I am ready now. You walk toward the far side of the hall. As you move, the echoes fall behind you, like petals on a breeze. Still there, but softer, dimmer. You carry them in your breath now. In the archway ahead glows faintly with silver light, and beyond it, some say this garden was planted by the souls themselves. Others say it's Hades' own secret, a place of quiet joy hidden behind the veil. Scholars still debate whether it ever truly existed. But you are here. You sit on a bench that crumbles slightly beneath you, as if laughing softly. You lean back, you breathe, and the silence says, you are safe. You rest quietly in the garden of the underworld, your breath slow, your eyes half closed. Around you, soft petals fall, not from trees, but from the stillness itself. The flowers do not bloom loudly here. They unfold in silence, like thoughts becoming peace. The earth beneath the stone bench is warm, as though it remembers the sun, even in this place where no sun shines. The air carries no wind, yet you feel the gentle movement of time, not ticking, not passing, just being. You look toward the center of the there, a small pool glimmers, round and still as a silver coin. It is not deep, it does not ripple, but it reflects more than the sky. You rise slowly and walk toward it. As you kneel beside the water, your reflection appears, not just as you are now, but as all the versions of yourself that have ever been. The child who asked too many questions, the teen who kept secrets in their breath, the adult who carried quiet time. They're all there, looking back at you, smiling. Some say this pool is Mnemosyne's, the goddess of memory, mother of the muses, a gift from her to the souls who forget too much of who they are. Others whisper it is older still, a tear that fell from Nyx, the night herself, when she first saw the stars. Scholars still debate whether the water heals memory or simply reminds you what was never lost. You reach out and touch the sidework like. It is neither cold nor warm, simply true. The ripple you create moves slowly outward, silent as thought, and your reflection smiles, not in pride, not in sorrow, just in peace. And you feel it too, that you are not here to prove yourself, not here to earn forgiveness, not here to be judged. You are simply here. And in this moment, that is more than enough. Behind you, the garden hums with quiet life. The moss underfoot breathes. The vines listen. The earth pulses with memory, not loud, not demanding, just present. You lie back against the ground and close your eyes, and still you see, not with sight, but with knowing. You see a soul setting down its sorrow like a heavy coat. You see another leaving behind a name they never liked, and another just sitting quietly. Environment. The garden is not full. It never is. Some say this moment is what the underworld was always meant to be. Not punishment, not prison, but a place to put down the burdens. Wilafran's sextures was coming one a higher. Scholars still debate whether the ancient Greeks feared Hades or simply misunderstood him, whether the silence was cruel or kind, whether Persephone's return each spring was joy or mercy. But here, in this quiet place, you know, this silence is not empty. It is grace. Your breath slows further. Your limbs soften. Your thoughts loosen, unravel, float. The bench, the garden, the silver pool, all begin to dim, not vanish, just fade into the dark, the way stars fade at dawn. Still there, just hidden. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are part of this piece now, a gentle thread in a vast, invisible tapestry. The last sound you hear is your own breath, easy and slow. The last feeling, warmth, quiet, enoughness. And then the garden fades, the pool stills, and the night folds around. You drift now, deeper than sleep, softer than dreams. The underworld, no longer a place below, but within, a quiet room where all that ever hurt has been laid down and left behind. Breathe in Breathe out. You are whole. You are safe. You are free.